is a VR to Mark Parker. On the occasion, I think he's well over 100 subs now. I think there's about 160 marked. I think when I looked this morning, maybe wrong, maybe more. But anyway, congratulations on that. Well deserved. Great little channel, mate. You got some nice videos there. If you haven't, if you're not subbed to Mark, then please check out his channel. I'll put the link in the box below, and so you can go and have a quick look, and it's well worth a sub. Now, what he was asking is about some of your oldest kit that you use, and I do use quite a lot of old kit. You may have seen my VR2 Forest Prepper when he was asking about the coats that you use for bushcraft. Well, like I said, still use it all the time. My Burgess fleece jacket, it's, as I say, it's got to be 25 years old, and it's still really going strong. Brilliant bit of kit, wouldn't really be without it. If I was to buy another fleece, it would probably be a Burgess. As I say, great bit of kit. But there are that's not the oldest bit of kit that I regularly use. I still use, I use this as a day sack. It's a Carrymore Gamma 45. Zips are starting to fade a little bit on it, but it's an absolutely wonderful bit of kit again. It's got the frame system on it. It's got like a pad, which the amount of times when I've been up in the hills and then stopped for some lunch and taken the pad out of the back and used it as a sit mat, well, I say, it's just a wonderful bit of kit. This has done a lot of miles with me, and this is probably close on, well, more like 30 years old, and I'm still using it all the time. This will often come out into the field with me, especially if I'm doing, like today really, just having a day out in the woods. It's just about enough for everything I need to bring. So that's another bit of kit that I always use. And probably a little bit older than the pack are a pair of boots that I wear. Okay, the other item of kit, which like I say is probably even older than the my Carrymore day pack, is my boots. These I purchased around about 1985, and they are still going strong. I must admit, I probably don't look after them as much as I should, but absolutely fantastic pair of boots. They're Scarpas by a company called Solo, which I think basically is what turned into Berghaus, or Berghaus bought them out. And I purchased these with a pair of Yeti gaiters. If you look, I can bring that boot up. There's a slot. There's a slot around the sole, which the Yeti gaiter used to slip into, and for a long time I used to wear them with the gaiters. So that's probably what's kept them as well as they are really. I should put a bit more dubbing on more often, just to keep the leather supple. But these, I tell you now, are like putting a pair of slippers on. And even when I walk some distance, I never have any problems. So this is my oldest bit of kit. Maybe not very bushcrafty, but it's certainly my outdoor kit. And every time I go into the woods, I must admit, I tend to wear these. I do occasionally wear a pair of Wellingtons. It all depends on if it's really, really muddy. But these are my favoured pair of boots, and yeah, they're still going strong. So there you go, Mark. Just a couple of the items that I'm using, which are absolutely ancient, at least as old as my son's anyway. Yeah, there is, I must admit, you know, there is a saying that if you buy quality gear, then that quality gear will last, and that's very true. Just lately, I mean, to be perfectly honest with you, I've not had the money to buy quality gear, and some of my purchases are just, you know, because we treat, let's face it, us bushcraft people, we do tend to treat our bits of kit fairly roughly. We love them to bits, don't get me wrong, but we do really treat them roughly, so they don't always last as long as they should. But I say the 3 items I've just shown you have been absolutely fantastic, and I have treated them roughly. As you can see from the boots, I don't look after them as well as I should, and they've served me really, really well. So Mark, hope that's a good enough VR for you, mate. Once again, congrats on the subs, and hopefully if I can get to the Bushcraft show, and if you're going, we'll get to meet.